Всем привет, с вами Демонический Панк, и мы продолжаем проходить Lucius. В прошлой серии я подзабил на 1,5 года это прохождение. В общем, нам нужно убить, как там его, Аластаира. Такого седого дедушку. Для начала берем эту баночку в своей комнате на полке. Идем в ванную. Так. Где у нас тут? Здесь? Да, отлично. Берем и наполняем его. Если честно, долго вдуплял, что тут делать и как его убить. В общем, как говорится, немного так побродивший нашел, так сказать, применение. Так, отлично. Теперь отрубаем гирлянду. Замечательно. Вот он идет. Так, готовим. Так. Ну-ка, ну-ка, ну-ка.
If you play outside, be careful. The ground can be very slippery.
Опа.
Go and get help, Lucius, quick! I must have pulled my back out.
Да и тебе, по-моему, помощь не нужна. Опа! Готов. Так, ачивку получил счастливое число.
Mr. Wagner, this is Wayne Preston from the Herald. I wonder if I could ask you some questions about the recent deaths at Dante Manor.
This is a private line. How did you get this number?
5 deaths within a few months is quite a sensational story, Mr. Wagner. The public needs to know.
Winter Hill Police Department.
This is Senator Charles Wagner. Please put me through to Detective McGuffin. The press are closing in on this, Mr. McGuffin. I have an election coming up, and I can't let this get out of control.
I sympathize with you, Mr. Wagner. These journalist types are like vultures around every sad case I get. They just love tragedies. But what can we do? It's a free country.
I need to keep this out of the papers, Mr. McGuffin. We've had a run of bad luck. It's as simple as that. The stakes are high, and I'm under a lot of pressure to clear this up.
The pressure is on both of us. Your mess is making the precinct look like a joke, and my superiors are not going to take it lightly.
Yeah, well, you won't know the half of it unless you get this wrapped up.
Is that a threat, Mr. Wagner?
That's not something you want to find out. A couple of phone calls can do wonders.
Detective McGuffin. A word with you, please.
How did you get in here?
You're working the case here at the Wagner estate. I'd like to ask a few questions about the series of unusual deaths that have occurred over the last few months.
Now listen to me. You leave those people alone. They've had some bad luck is all. They're nice people, and they need space to get over their losses, okay? And if I find you anywhere near this house again, I'll run you in. You got it? I was almost ready to bring in the Latina maid. I was planning on searching her room, hoping to find a bottle of rat poison or a padlock. But suddenly, it was too late. Seems that Tom Wagner, brother of Charles, had an affair with 2 of the maids. I guess one of them found out and wasn't happy about it. Can't really figure out what they saw in that guy. I mean, he was mooching from his brother and doing God knows what in his dirty little film room. When we searched that room, it was a sick pervert's nest. I mean, they had a kid in that house. Little did I know about this kid.
Так, ну запись записной книжки. Ну-ка. Джавита. Из нее получится хороший козел отпущения. Я знаю, что между ней и дядей Том что-то есть. Угу. А где она? О, вот и она.
Have you seen your Tio? Your Uncle Tom? If you see him, can you let him know that I need him?
Обязательно. Если найду.
Hey, son. I know I promised to spend time with you. I really can't.
Такс. Это не тут. И это не тут. Воу. Что с дверью? Так. Сейф. А что, я должен? Если наугад. Не получится. Как
Go
отойти?
bother someone else, like Tom. He's your uncle, actually.
Такс. А это куда ведет? Ага, понял. Значит, мне не туда.
That's not all. Have you seen these drawings here?
Так,
This is really starting to discern.
сюда. О, отлично. То место. Ну-ка.
Hello there, boy. Everything seems to be going well.
Конечно, все хорошо. Все просто замечательно. Так. Тут что? О, фотик. Ну-ка. Оп. Бери в руки. Отлично. Так, что-нибудь еще есть? Фотоаппарат не заряжен. Угу. А чем можно его зарядить? О, а это что? Ага, секретную комнату. Так, убери. О, отлично. Ну-ка. Надо вспомнить, как комбинировать.
I know what's going on here. I know. I've seen the signs.
Не понимаю, о чем ты говоришь. Так, не та клавиша. Я уж что-то подзабылся. Ну-ка, секунду. Где тут управление? Вот, настройки управления. Телекинез, инвентарь. Серьезно, я как-то уже подзабыл. 1,5 года не играл. Может, нет, не на Интер. Ой-ой-ой. Так, убери карту. А как его комбинировать-то? Ух, как-то подзабыл, если честно. На пробел не нажимать. То же самое. Ух.
I know what's going on here. I know.
Да я не понимаю, о чем ты говоришь. Отстань. Так. Теперь надо отыскать дядю Тома. Может, заодно найдем комбинацию от этого сейва? Ты не можешь сделать это, пока кто-то... А, понял. Оп. Вот и спиздил патроны. Так, ладно. Потом, небось, как вспомню. Сейчас я приостановлю запись, вспомню, как тут комбинировать. Блять! Наконец-то я вспомнил, как тут комбинировать. Оказывается, надо на правой кнопкой мыши нажимать. Так, что у нас? Там ничего нету. Так. А тут что у нас тут? Одежда сброшена. Есть тут кто? Нет, нету. О, крест. Алло, а как не повернуть? Может, так получится? Не. А тут кто есть? Ага. Понял. Так. Я видел дядю Тома со Сьюзен. Если бы мне удалось как-то показать этот же витик. А я уже все нашел. Не боись. Ну-ка, аккуратно. Опа. Все. Я ухожу. Да, я видел. Так. Ложим сюда. Так. Не следует спрятать фотографию в комнате. Да-да-да, еще подкинуть улик. Это я могу. Так. Давай. Замок сюда. Так. Это сюда. Вроде бы все. Вроде бы все. Ого. Это не я.
Oh my God! How can he do this to me? Why? Oh, why?
Так. Она увидела фотографию и плачет на балконе. Я понял твой намек.
Why? Oh, why?
Да подумаешь, сфоткал, как они это... Это ж не конец света. А, я тебе мешаю? Сейчас. Давай, прыгай. Прыжок веры. Оба! По-моему, тут нету стога сен. Ай, какая неудачная шутка по этой игре. Смертные грехи. Получил ачивку.
It seems we found an obvious culprit in Miss Javita Munez. The missing padlock from the cooler, the rat poison. It almost seems too convenient.
Why are you telling me this? It's not like we were close or anything.
Well, we have a motive, too. Pictures of you and Susan Myers, and how should we put it delicately? Flagrante delicto. It seems your involvements with the staff are a little too tangled.
What? I knew nothing about this. You mean she did all this because I had a fling with Susan? Oh my God! What have I done?
Tom hasn't done anything. His indiscretions may have led to this, but he would never have put them up to it. There's no reason for it.
Look, this whole thing is a freaking mess, and I'm trying to put a cap on it. So both of you listen good. Jovita was stealing from the house. She poisoned Agnes because she was onto her. We'll ignore all the, indiscretions in the report for the sake of your family.
Whatever it takes, Detective. We want to put this all behind us. I'll straighten Tom out, but I don't think I'll be able to save my campaign at this point. The press will have a field day.
Well, there's nothing I can do about that, Mr. Wagner. But they won't get a story from me. I'm just trying to make a living. We'd finally managed to close the case, or so I thought. Seems like she had been behind every death so far in the house, except the butler. It kept bothering me. Could that really be an accident? Every path we took on the case left me uneasy. Then, right on time, a month later, it happened again. It looked like another suicide. It might have been me who pushed him over the edge. And for that, I am ashamed.
We reported 10 p.m. At Thomas Point Light, the air temperature was 60 degrees. The winds were from the east at 13 knots. The water kept...
Так, кто теперь у нас в списке очередной жертвы? Так. Как? А, сюда. Нужно. Ты вот здесь, да? Ага. Здорово, дружище.
Why? I don't understand. Why did she do it?
Так, Том. Дядя Том. Он пьет уже месяц подряд. Яся, как у него печень не отказала. Похоже, у него действительно были чувства к Джовите. Помнится, когда я брал камеру, я увидел на столе карту. Хочешь сказать, на скрытую локацию, что ли, не идти? Ну, у меня, в принципе, яда нету, так что... А, кстати, мы можем оттуда взять? Интересно. Ну-ка. Так, куда? Куда мне идти вообще? Где я нахожусь? А вот. Нет, не здесь. О, отлично. Ага, нету. Ладно. Тогда заглянем на секретную локацию. Благо заранее я знаю, где это.
Oh, hi, Lucius. If you have some spare time, you can search for my band's cassette. I would, but I have 20
Кассету?
kids here.
По-моему, я где-то... Ага. На, держи.
I'm still locked in his room, drinking his sorrows away.
Ну-ка. На, держи.
Oh, you found it. Awesome. Thanks a lot, Lucius. I'm sure you'll like it too.
Ну, не знаю насчет этого. Так. Пробираемся сюда. Открываем дверь. И вуаля. Мы тут. Такс. Я нашел тайную комнату. Там должно быть что-то полезное. А где? О! А это что за таблетки такие? Со смертоносным ядом. Ух ты. Как раз пригодится. Только я его спрячу. Давай, открывай.
That slimy bastard.
Так, отлично, все еще помню дорогу. Тан-тан-тан, та-та-та-та-тан. Такс. Ну-ка. Я уже вижу эту бутылочку. Оп. Подмешали. Такс. Ну-ка. А я могу подложить? Нет. А, я еще не смешал. Вот, все. Так. Секунду. Я добавил немного яда, который нашел в тайной комнате. Дети, тому вино. Все, отлично. Остается только подменять. Да нахрена мне эта карта? О, все, подменяли. Ну и хорошо, что он не заметил. Оп-оп-оп-оп. До дна. Давай до дна.
It's you. You did this.
Да, это
You little
я.
shit. You did it all. You.
Вот и все. Он готов. Так, еще одну ачивку получил.
Tom? It's me, Charles. Please open the door. Oh shit, no. Not this, no. Not this, no.
Mr. Wagner, I'm at a loss for words.
You came to your own conclusions, Detective. Our family is suffering a great shame now. I have little hope after this. I want you and your men out of this house by nightfall. There's nothing more for you here. We'll take care of our own problems from now on.
Again, I'm really sorry for your loss. I'll say a prayer for you and your family, Mr. Wagner. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. It has been, I don't know, a long time since my last confession. There's a family. Their home is befallen by calamities. I can't explain. I've been trying to help, but I may have involved myself too far. I've been having nightmares, terrible scenes playing through my head, and this family, they are the players.
It sounds to me like this family needs help, my son. It sounds to me like the church should intervene.
Здорово, папаша.
Hello, Lucius.
Привет.
You are doing well.
Спасибо.
But I do tire of these menial offerings. Maids, butlers, accountants, drunks. Don't you think it's time to up the stakes?
А почему бы и
Maybe
нет?
make this a little more personal.
Я только за.
There are some sneaky snakes in your fold, Lucius. You need to weed them out of the grass. Let me show you something else you can do to help on your journey.
О,
You
новая
have the
способность.
ability to
Ну-ка.
make people forget things. This can be very useful.
Если случится, тебя помогут, у тебя будет ограниченное время, чтобы они забыли. Так. Стоп. Погоди. А как? Вроде бы нажимаю. Но ничего. О, отлично. Они забудут все, и ты сможешь продолжить работу.
The higher the stakes, my son, the more power can be derived from the sacrifice. Look closer to your fold, Lucius. Do me proud.
И все, что ли?
Lucius, can I ask you a question? Oh, never mind. I'm just being foolish.
И кто теперь у нас потенциальная жертва? Так, нам сюда нужно идти.
One glass of mother's little helper, dear. That's all.
Ты чё, выпившая, что ли?
Go away, Lucius. Just go away.
Нихуя себе. Заявочки. Так, это на улице. Ну-ка. Да я ж... Так, кто там? Вот этот? Точно. Есть идейка. Только надо найти камень. А вот в принципе нашел. Так, куда там подсунуть можно? О. Так, ну-ка отвернись. О, все отлично. Антонио снова подстригает траву, возможно. Да. Но я уже это все сделал. Остается нам только ждать. Давай, давай. Отлично. Пытается заставить снова заработать. Похоже, мой шанс. Я тебя понял. Ну-ка. Алло. Вот так, что ли? Ну-ка. Не получилось. Ему удалось избежать встречи с лезвием. Сейчас по-другому сделаем. Вот так. О, ачивку получил. Ну-ка, погляди, что там. Минус голова. О, сразу 3 ачивки.
I went weeks without a proper night's sleep. I just couldn't wrap my head around everything, as if something was evading me. I resorted to the church for help. My hope was that they could visit the house and maybe help some of the people there, offer counsel, whatever it is priests do. I was wrong. Predictably, there was another accident, this time in the garden. One of the most bizarre things I had ever seen. I had no solid explanations, and the press were hounding the department for information. Those vultures were constantly circling the mansion. Everything in my world was falling apart. I was interviewing Charles Wagner on a daily basis now. He tried to tell me this was in a totally different realm. His father, Fabius, who I thought was a little batty, had gone missing by this stage. Everyone presumed he just took off to escape the stress.
What's really going on, Dad? Have we been cursed? Do we have enemies? Are we being extorted? Or is this some sort of vendetta?
Don't talk such rubbish, Charles. You're grabbing at straws.
I know enough about your past mob ties. I know how we got our money.
You don't know shit. And don't ask. Just be thankful for what I've given you.
Have you no feelings, Dad? Why didn't you come to Tom's funeral?
He was a wastrel, and he died a wastrel's death. He was no son of mine.
That's cold by any stretch. You're a heartless, bitter old man.
Who's given you everything you could have ever possibly wanted, and now it's time for payback. There are events afoot which are far beyond anything you would understand.
I'm gonna lose this election. My world is falling apart. Lucius won't speak. Nancy is losing her mind, and you're crazy too!
We're all just pawns in the larger scheme of things. These people, they're just fodder for death's eventual scythe. You only need to play your role, Charles, and be a good boy. There are rewards for those who endure to the end.
Good afternoon, miss. I'm Father Legel of the Winter Hill Diocese, and this is Father Di Cosimo. We've heard of the unfortunate tribulations that have befallen this house, and we've come to offer a blessing for better days for this place. Would the master or mistress be
Who
home?
is that? What? Get the hell out of my house, bloody parasites! Take your skirts back to the poor micks in town. They'll swallow your Jesus crap. But get off my lawn, or I'll give you a reason to pray for your Easter bunnies. Peddling their tripe here on my property. Make sure they're let out those gates. Who are you? What are you doing here?
You surprised me. I'm Wayne Preston from the Herald. I'd like a word with you about recent events here at Dante Manor. I'm willing to pay handsomely for information.
Don't you know who I am?
Oh, Mr. Wagner, I'm so sorry. I tried the doorbell, but there was no answer. It looked like it would rain, so I simply...
You're trespassing. I could have you shot.
Hey, wait now!
Так, к нам папаша снова заявился. Ну-ка. Что на этот раз скажешь?
Ah, Lucius. What wonderfully gruesome offerings you have given to me. Now we must go on the march. We must continue with no looking back. There are those sniffing about, Lucius. They suspect. You must be on your guard.
Это я уже понял.
But now, it is time to teach you the greater skills, so that you can protect yourself if the need arises.
Мне интересно, как?
Do you like to light fires, Lucius?
Ну да.
Your daddy tells you not to play with matches, but I can show you a better way.
Выберите умение поджигания, нажав на 5. Капливая. Ты можешь накапливать силу, когда отпустишь.
Oh, that's very good.
Ох ты! Как красота! Как красиво-то! На! На!
What talent! Now listen to me, Lucius. This skill can only be used sometimes, and in the most extreme situations. Each time you make a sacrifice for me, you can attain this skill, but only for a short time, until the power dissipates.
Так, достижение получил.
Come on, my boy. It's time we talked. So, you've been exploring, and you found the chamber. Well done, Lucius. Get your clothes on and meet me down there. Don't let anyone see you on the way. I noticed that not everyone is sleeping yet.
Так, ну я думаю, в следующей серии мы продолжим проходить Lucius. С вами был Демонический Панк. Ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь, комментируйте. Всем пока.